What's up with it, y'all? You already know you tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. Diego talking that boxing again. Yeah, man, we gonna cook. We gonna cook today. Unfortunate bad news didn't went down, but we gonna talk about it. So when y'all come in the building, make sure that y'all smash on that like button and make sure that you jump in the comment section. Let me know you in the building. What it do with it? What's good with y'all? And oh man, some crazy news. What's good with it? Chris Mitchell off in the building. Lil Flex Lewis, what's happening with it? Phil J 508, what's good with it? Kel Capri, salute. Oh man. Cassandra Mason, the queen in the building. What's going down with it? Marcus Hayes, what's happening with it? Salute. Yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this unfortunate news that we got today. It seemed like it's something every week in boxing, and it ain't nothing going on good. Maurice Isaac, what's happening with it? That's a good question, Maurice Isaac. Man, that's a real good question. I don't know, man. I don't know. You just never know because they ain't trying to come up off of that money neither. The promoters and the venues and all of that. So, Sal Hamilton, what's happening with it? Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. T Real 713, what's good with it? Man, Lil Flex, I hate to say that shit, but man, I said the same thing, Lil Flex, when I was talking to Money about the situation, man. It just mess up everything, and we gonna break that down. I'm gonna break down to you what I think this means and what happens from here on. I'm gonna break it down to y'all. But like I said, when you come in the building, make sure that you smash on that like button. Make sure that you smash on the like button when you come in the building. Denise Wars, what's going on with it, Queen? Mr. DBMH, what's happening with it? Ricky Cochonas, what's happening with it? Yeah, and you see, I came on Facebook today, and I usually don't even do the show on Facebook, So if y'all not subscribed to my YouTube, make sure that y'all go subscribe to my YouTube. Everything Boxing and Sports on YouTube. CJ Burton, what's happening with it? Cape Man 785, what's happening with it? Arthur Soto, what's good with it? What's happening with it? Big Omega, Phil J 508. Yeah, so it's crazy. This is crazy. This whole situation is crazy. And it seems like it's something every week in boxing. It's every week is something new in boxing that's going down. I had a bad feeling about this fight not happening, and I had a bad feeling about this fight not happening. I really did. And it's crazy. This is crazy. And y'all make sure that y'all hit my like button. If you ain't hit the like button yet, make sure that y'all hit the like button before we get the show started. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. What's happening with it? Knockout Boxing. Make sure that y'all go to YouTube and subscribe to my brother Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Nah, not at all, Knockout. I'm not going to that, man. I ain't going to that stuff, man. It's like that ain't what we wanted to see. You feel me? They should have just, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Crazy situation. Uh Denise Ward says, I did not feel good about this fight at all, to be honest. Yeah, Denise, for some, I didn't want to say it, but I just kept saying in my head, I didn't think it was gonna go through. I really didn't. But I didn't have any idea this was gonna be the reason. I thought that it was gonna be COVID. I thought COVID was gonna happen. G Mays, what's happening with it? Salute. Eric Johnson, what's happening with it? Yeah, nah, it's not gonna stop his career, but it's just gonna derail it, and this is the worst time for it to derail his career. Um, but like I said, as y'all come in the building, make sure that y'all smash on the like button as you come in the building. Make sure that y'all smash it. We're gonna get the show started right now. Hold on. YY9302010. What's happening with it? Mike Ryan, what's good with it? Exactly, but we gonna. I thought the same thing. Knockout, but we gonna talk about that. We gonna get into all of that. So, like I said, we gonna go ahead and get the show started. So, as y'all all know, if you haven't heard, they announced just recently that the Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao fight is no longer on. Errol Spence, he tore his retina. So he tore his retina. I'm not sure exactly how he did it, but people will assume that it happened in sparring somehow, right? So Errol Spence and Pacquiao is not going to happen. And now they're going to replace Manny Pacquiao. I'm sorry, they're going to replace Yordenis Ugas with Errol Spence. So they're going to put Yordenis Ugas in Errol Spence's spot. And now the fight will be for the WBA Super Welterweight Championship. Now, Errol Spence, I'm going to say this. Prayers go out to Errol Spence that he can make a speedy recovery. But he was a real soldier. Errol Spence is a real soldier because he was trying to go through the fight anyway. And we're going to actually talk about how Errol Spence is just on a different level than these boys. He was trying to go into this fight anyway with a torn retina. He was trying to cover that shit up and go and fight anyway. But he didn't pass the exam. So we're gonna talk about this, and it's just an unfortunate situation, this shit really sucked, This shit is messed up. You feel me? Let me see what y'all got to say. So, yeah, the fight ain't happening. Yordenis Ugas versus Pacquiao now is the fight that's happening. And really, I don't want to see that. Like, I'm not excited about Yordenis Ugas versus Pacquiao. That's not the fight that people want to see. Nobody had that fight on their radar. Not now, not in before in the future, not ever. Nobody never wants to see. So to me, just like Knockout said, they should have, just oh man, to me they should have just canceled that fight and just moved Yordenis Ugas up on the card and just I don't know, man. I don't know. But them promotional companies, they didn't want to come off that money like that. So what they trying to do is like, oh, the show must go on, and everybody that bought tickets, shit, the show is going on, so we ain't gonna get no refunds. I know that's basically what they trying to do because it's like now that shit, they're gonna lose so much money out on that because Yordenis Ugas, ain't nobody paying to see Yordenis Ugas on pay-per-view. You dig what I'm saying? That's not the same fight in no means at all. And y'all hit my like button. Y'all hit my like button. This shit is crazy. Yeah, G Mays, I done bought my merch and all of that. But the biggest thing is like, man, how you feel? How you think he feel about this shit, man? He gotta be, fucked up about this shit. Really deep down, he gotta be fucked up about this situation because it's like, damn. You know, all this work I didn't put in. Catfish say they should have put Bud there. Bud ain't in shape to fight no Manny Pacquiao right now. What's happening with it, money?
What's going down, bro? What's going down?
Oh man, shit, man, same shit, bro. The same shit. Bad news all the time. I didn't. I went on Facebook today. We don't usually do the show on Facebook, but I logged into Facebook and and I went and seen some comments too. We gonna get into that, but you was right on. You was what we was talking about earlier, money. You was right on, man. Um, man. So, like I said, man, I was just talking about. I announced the news and everything, and man,
Uh,
what cook on the situation a little bit, man.
Man, that's an unfortunate situation, bro. Shit is heartbreaking, gut wrenching, all that shit in one. But at the same time, bro, it's still it can be a blessing at the same time. It's a curse and a blessing at the same time, bro. Right? But the Errol Spence fight with Manny Pacquiao is off, right? The show must go on. So Yordenis Ugas steps in as the replacement. He was the co-main event. So we'll see how they shape up the chords now. So I'm quite sure they're gonna plug somebody in for Fabian Madonna, things of that nature. But yeah, man, just a fucked up situation. Earl got a is it time? Yeah, Earl got a broken eye retina. He was willing to push through for us, right? He's willing to
That's
push
what I
through,
said.
right, and go out there and fight for us to try to continue to show us, But in the midst of doing that, with a broken eye retina, he could have went out there and Manny Pacquiao could have hit him with a shot that could have been a career-ending shot. You know what I'm saying? Or could have ended the fight in 7 to 5 rounds. Because once you got a broken eye retina, all you think I do is start working on it. And with a fighter like Manny Pacquiao, who's a veteran, that's going to see that, right? And with Errol Spence, coming straight down the line, and Manny with them lightning fast hands and that power he got, he could have took advantage of that. You know what I mean? Earl Spence probably could have toughened it out because he's a tough ass dude. But I don't give a damn how tough you is. You can fuck around and lose your eye. Like it could have been career threatening. So at the same time, man, it could save his career for him to come back and be the strongest EJ and not have these eye problems down the stretch. So it's a gift and a curse at the same time. But man, these things are unfortunate, bro. They do happen in boxing. Like I always say, I ain't gonna make it like because it's one of our favorite fighters that this shit don't happen. It happens. It happened in the game. It's the nature of the beast. You push on through it. I just said this in the video, Key. Now you're Dennis Ugas, right? He was in position to be in position. Now, God blessed him with a favor, right? Now he get to move up to the main event. I'm quite sure he didn't think in a million years he'd be facing Manny Pacquiao. So, he got blessed with a favor, and the show must goes on, right? Earl spoke on Twitter, said he came through work. I mean, he got through worse than this. He came back from worse than this. He been in 3 different doctors, but he will be back to face the winner. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's Manny Pacquiao. Hopefully they do continue to make it happen. But we never know with Manny Pacquiao's situation in the Philippines. But these things happen in a sport, bro. These things happen. So all we can do is sit back, wait, and see what's happening. But it's damn sure a blow to the gut and a blackout of boxing for the moment. So shit, man, it's a fucked up situation, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it's a messed up situation, man. Real bad situation, and it's just a black eye on boxing because this is the second fight in a row that this has happened. You know, it's a black eye on boxing because those were the two biggest fights in boxing right now
Yeah,
by far. And we lose two of the biggest fights in boxing right now back to back. That's Errol Spence, man, like I said, salute to EJ because he tried to show that he was a real soldier, man. Like the dude tried to go into the fight with a torn retina. I mean, he was already on the plane, went to Vegas, and like Money said, it's very fortunate that they caught Errol Spence and they stopped him. It's real fortunate that they caught him and stopped him because he was going to go through the fight and something real bad could have happened, because he wasn't going to tell nobody. And then we would have found out way afterwards, money. But then everybody would have been clowning him, talking about, oh, I told you he was done after the wreck. Look how Pacquiao did him. And, nah, he already had he didn't already have a torn retina. Pacquiao tore his retina. You know what it would have been. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, man, things go on in boxing. The show must go on in boxing, but it's just an unfortunate situation. Now, you got Yordenis Ugas and Manny Pacquiao. They're going to fight. Most people don't really want to see that fight. I don't want to see that fight. But these promoters, and they're not going to want to cancel the second event like that in a row. They don't want to cancel it. So, they just going to put something together and hope people pay for it. But now most people going to want their refunds. You see what I'm saying? Most people going to want their refunds. And how is that going to work out? Are they going to try to make people keep the tickets they bought because they said that the show is still going on? And then with this whole Ugas and Manny Pacquiao situation, how does this turn out? How does this situation turn out? Because I'm going to let y'all know right now, if Manny Pacquiao beats Yordenis Ugas, I don't think Manny Pacquiao, I think he's going to move forward and do something else. I don't think he's going to give Errol Spence that run back. You see what I'm saying? I don't think he's going to give Errol Spence that fight after this because Manny Pacquiao is a free agent. He can do whatever he wants to. Now, if Yordenis Ugas mess around and win, I think that Errol Spence will get that fight. And it's just for the simple fact is, Yordenis Ugas don't hold weight like that. He's with the PBC, so the PBC might tell Yordenis Ugas, look, you got to give EJ a chance. They can't tell Manny Pacquiao that. They don't run Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao do what the fuck he want to do. And I'm going to just keep it 100. I don't see Yordenis Ugas beating Manny Pacquiao. He's just not. I don't see him beating,
What percentage you give him, kid?
What percentage do I give Yordenis Ugas to beat Manny Pacquiao? I'll probably give him a 65-35, something like that.
Yep, I saw the guy right had 35 in my head. Yep.
Yeah, 65-35.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
So, I don't see him beating Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, bro, and it's crazy, when you really think about the situation, man, because now Manny Pacquiao gets to fight for his WBA title, right? And it's like it was destined for him to be able to get that title back, bro. It's crazy. It was like it was destined for Manny Pacquiao to be able to get that title fight. And something else that was crazy to me about this whole situation, when you look at the betting odds went all the way down from like a -250 all the way down to a -195, 190 for Errol Spence. He wasn't even that big favorite, and he came in. No, I think he came in a -400 something.
400, right? -400.
Yeah, it went. My bad. It went down from a -400 something all the way down to 195. That means that he wasn't even the 2-1 favorite no more, and he came out almost a 5-1 favorite. And it's crazy, bro. It's like I don't know. It's the events leading up to this was just something, a dark cloud over it.
Man.
A dark cloud over the whole situation. My man, Mr. Reg J, he says, I was looking so forward to that -175 come fight night. But so I'm glad that they stopped EJ because, just for his health, because it probably would have got bad in there. And he wouldn't have looked the same because, like I told you, Money, EJ would have tried to go into the fight, and then everybody would have been clowning him because he would have looked like a shell of himself because he would have had, in the back of his mind, he would have been trying to protect his eye. So he wouldn't have been fighting like he normally fights. You see what I'm saying? And you already hear these weirdo haters. I done seen a couple of them come in the comment section already talking about, oh, he's the biggest duck era. ever. He wanted to make an excuse to get out of the fight. And then you see, and so if y'all watch my video, how I showed you how Terrence Crawford had been hating on Errol Spence for a long time. And if you ain't watched it, go watch it. I'll break it down. And ain't no fucking denying it. You know, his nephew that be with him every day, the nigga already hating. And he probably watching this right now.
What he say?
He already posted shit, hating, you know, coming out saying ignorant shit. And this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. So you can't nobody tell me like, oh, they don't hate on Errol Spence, you know, he supports him. That's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? First, I'm gonna just let y'all read this shit. If y'all see this, hold on. Let me see if I can get it to focus. I can't. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get this shit to focus in.
I told y'all.
It is real, bro.
Hold on. I got tap it, keys finna go dark.
Hold on. Let me see. There we go.
I told y'all he wasn't ready. Them sparring partners was beating his ass. Yeah, they were just talking.
Right? So we got Terrence Crawford, nephew, already. Oh, I told y'all he wasn't ready he was getting his ass beat in sparring. Right? Now he say, now he tagging people. He said Blu-ray TV couldn't strengthen man's eye. That's crazy. Doing all them sit-ups and not strengthening that man's face, laugh my ass off. This is crazy. 1 week before the fight, he pulls out, I need answers. Let us see proof. So let us see proof that he needs surgery. Right? So they already laughing, hee ha ha, you know, saying he was getting his ass beat in sparring, saying that, you know, they need to see proof. You see what I'm talking about? Praying on another man's downfall like that, that's some sucker shit. You dig what I'm saying? That's some sucker shit, right? And they sitting back there hee ha ha laughing. You know what I'm saying? They laughing at the situation because that's just what you do when you jealous and you know you're a hater in your heart. But at the end of the day, you know, like EJ came out and said, he'll be back. He didn't went through much tougher situations than this. And you know, one thing I do gotta say is me and Money, you know, I looked it up and it says that it takes, after you get the LASIK eye surgery, I don't know how long you gotta wait before you get surgery, but after you get the LASIK eye surgery, the healing time is 1 week to 4 weeks, right? I don't know how long it takes to where you can actually do, you know, rigorous like sparring and shit like that. I don't know how long that takes, man. But he'll be back. You feel what I'm saying? He'll be back. The technology of today is a lot more advanced than it was back when Sugar Ray Leonard and, you know, guys like that was getting these injuries. Because didn't Sugar Ray Leonard have a torn retina? Yeah. So the technology is a whole lot better than it was back then. So, you know, he can come back from this. Catfish said it took his 6 months. Okay. 6 months before it healed, or 6 months before you could, you know, get mushed in your face and you'll be straight. Which one was it, Catfish? But you see, that's why I be talking about that sucker shit that, you know, Terrence Crawford and his people be doing. Yeah, this wasn't Terrence Crawford directly that said this shit, right? But that's a reflection on how your people around you, how y'all be talking, you know, behind closed doors. To me, that shit is. You ain't gonna talk like that if your uncle is like, hey man, we support dude and we ride with him, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if your uncle was talking like that behind closed doors, you wouldn't be talking like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's just a reflection of how all y'all be talking behind closed doors. And that's real shit. Um, that's just how I feel about the situation. Mac of the South says they team been doing that since Spence had the car accident. It's sad. I never seen Spence down talk they team in no kind of way. He said God don't like ugly facts. Real shit. Yeah, Ben Israel. August ain't the biggest fight of the year. August, this fight ain't even that big no more. Money. What you feel about all of that?
Hell no, this fight, like the magnitude of the fight, like you were saying, bro, people paid X amount of dollars for them. Them tickets was high as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to see this fight now, it drops. Like it dropped. What we say, Key? The undercards already want that stacked up. Like it want shit special, really special about the undercards. So Earl Spence and Pacquiao was something to fight. So, what I mean? This was the best of the best, man. I don't think it like this. Well, out of everything that fell through, this was the biggest fight, bro. This is the fight that I was looking forward to August the 21st. I knew we was getting it, dog. Like, this is it. No excuses, no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this bitch was hurt, dog, for this shit to happen. So now, it falls to the wayside. We're going to see, Manny Pacquiao still a hot commodity. Don't get me wrong. Pacquiao back in the square circle. And Dennis Ugas, I don't knock Ugas at all. I got nothing but respect for him. It's a world championship fight at the same time. But it ain't no Earl Spence and Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? But with all these motherfuckers coming out, hate, throwing salt, um, ignorant ass shit that they fit to be coming out saying just stupidity shit. These motherfuckers are just they dumb and ignorant, bro. Pure dumb and ignorant and don't know about shit. So when I look at them motherfuckers trying to say certain things, I just let go of my head, bro. If you ain't gonna come and jump your ass up on the paddle and say nothing, you gonna want to try to type and try to say some stupid shit to make your family look good or trying to, downgrade a man or try to kick a man while he down. And EJ ain't even down. Like I say, the dude, his spirits, bro, is everything, bro. His spirit is everything, and you can't break him. And I mean, like I say, it looked like he in good spirit. So, man, he understood that this was a possibility. I'm telling you, they understand what happened when you're going out there. You get checked up. If he would have got by, he would have gotten that bitch said, "Let's go." But I'm quite sure it was a 50-50 situation with him and the team where he let them know what was going down. Right? What he say? I've been to 3 doctors. So him going to them doctors, they like, yeah, it's broken. He like, damn, this motherfucker broken. How far can I get? Yeah, you get in there, but if you get in there and he hits you, it can do some damage. So it's up to you. Derrick James, what you want to do, man? It's up to you. Fuck it, man. I'm gonna let it go. Shit, if they let me pass, we'll fight. If not, then we'll deal with it like that. But I ain't pulling out this motherfucker. So that was his mindset, and you gotta respect him for it. But we already know this gonna come with the territory. Motherfuckers gonna come out the woodworks saying this, saying that, trying to hate on the man at the end of the day, right? But if you're a boxer fan, you fucked up right now. If you're a real boxer fan, what I'm saying,
Right.
you fucked up right now because we was this close to another big ass fight and now we ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? So with the ignorant shit that comes, I ain't really worrying about that shit. 'Cause like I say, once we drop the link, them motherfuckers ain't gonna click on it or they ain't gonna come and try to stand on the bullshit that they talking about. So for us them, fuck them. But to the real boxer fans, you know what I'm saying? We know what it is, man. Like I say, EJ will make a speedy recovery. This is it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. But I'd rather him to be safe, sound, and 100% in that ring, um, at a fair advantage than going in that motherfucker at a disadvantage because of the money. And like you said, Keith, we in that motherfucker looking like bro, and we would have knew off the bat. We would have knew like bro, something ain't right. Something is not right. EJ ain't doing this, he ain't doing that, and that saved a lot of other shit. Oh yeah, we told you he wasn't straight from that correct. Or they knew this and that. They knew this and that. You know what I'm saying? All the bullshit they gonna try to bring up. So, like I say, it's a gift and a curse. He still has a percentage chance to, get Manny Pacquiao, depending on how Manny Pacquiao feel if he's victorious. If Manny in a position like, fuck it, I'm gonna honor this for the kid. I was gonna fight him. Now he's back. I just beat him, right? Like I said, if he's victorious and go out there like you said, shit, Manny, he can do what he want to do at this time, right? Shit, he the man. He the big dog. So we'll see how that turn out. But still, even in all, uh, I still think EJ, he still have big fights out there for him. He's still early True Spence Jr. As long as he can retain his titles, don't know bullshit happen with him losing his titles. I think he'd be a okay, man. It's just fucked up because this is the biggest fight of his career, and we seen um, the all the sacrifice he made, like you said, Keith. The nutritionist going back with Blu-ray, hot yoga, lifting weights, everything. He didn't leave a stone unturned for this fight against Manny Pacquiao. That's how bad he wanted this bitch, and that's the hurt. That's the part that hurt a lot to see a motherfucker go through that grind and knowing that he wanted. You know what I'm saying? And for some shit like this to happen for it to pull out. So, like I say, man, it's the nature of the beast. I ain't gonna act like this shit don't happen. It does happen, but it just hurt because we get this close to these fights. Like this shit would have happened a couple months ago or some shit like that. It'd be like, damn. But to be this close, man, in a month of the fights, like it's steady happening in the months of the fight, and we getting the shit falling apart and things of that nature. I think that's the part that be so fucked up because we be anticipating for this shit, and we gotta look up, and we ain't getting what we want. But I will say this: I'm still happy we getting something. I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? We getting something, and even though Ugas ain't an Errol Spence, he's still a world champion. It's still Manny Pacquiao. Um, the show must go on. Like I said, the show must go on, and I'm gonna respect it, but it ain't nowhere near at the stage of a fucking Errol Spence and the Manny Pacquiao. Nowhere near, bro. Nowhere near. It's like you say. I'm gonna be surprised to see how many people gonna show up to the fight. I ain't gonna say show up, but I just want to see how it go. I want to see if it's still gonna be a successful event because Manny Pacquiao still a name and shit like that. So it's just fucked up, though. It's just fucked up.
If everybody could do me a favor, everybody in the building, hit the like button. It don't cost y'all nothing to hit the like button. Hit the like button. Quit hating. Get the hate out your blood. Cause I know some people just forget to hit the like button, but a lot of y'all be in the fucking background watching. And you just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just got hate in your blood and won't hit the like button just cause. Hit the like button. A lot of people not gonna pay to see this fight now, money. And it's an unfortunate situation, like I said, for Errol Spence, but the show must go on either way. The show must go on either way. So we have to talk about what this all means moving forward, right? Hey, Omega said, all right, Keon, I hit the like button, my bad. Hey, nah, I just like I said, I know a lot of people just forget, but some people, y'all know who y'all are. Some of y'all just, y'all got hate in your blood, If I'm watching somebody, whether I like them or not, I still hit the like button because I'm in there watching them. You feel me? Just what it is. But anyway, the show must go on. So we really have to talk about what this all means moving forward. We all fucked up about the situation if you're a boxing head, period. And if you're an Errol Spence fan, you feel for him. And that's just what it is, But the show must go on. So what does this mean moving forward? And I'm going to tell y'all what this means. And what could possibly happen. And why the team Crawford is going to be smiling from ear to ear, why they are smiling from ear to ear, right? This is what this means. A lot of people are going to pick Manny Pacquiao to beat Yordenis Ugas, right? And if this happens, Manny Pacquiao will get his WBA strap back because now it is for a title fight, right? Now, Manny Pacquiao could either sit out for a long time like he usually does because they get a lot of leeway to Manny Pacquiao because he is a senator. So I don't know, isn't it like October or somewhere during that time where he go off and do his Senate shit? Money. Isn't it like during October when Manny Pacquiao go off and do his Senate stuff?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Manny Pacquiao is usually out doing his Senate stuff until the late summer.
2022 is supposed to be the year he's supposed to run for president.
Yeah, and he about to run for president. So if Manny Pacquiao doesn't run, because I think if he runs for president, Manny Pacquiao probably just gonna retire. He ain't gonna really have no choice but to retire if he's gonna run for president, right? So if he gets booted out of the race and he don't become president, right? Well, Manny Pacquiao's gonna hold that belt and probably sit out. By that time, I don't see him fight Errol Spence. He probably gonna try to fight Terrence Crawford, right? And what that means for Terrence Crawford is Terrence Crawford might be staying over at top rank because now Bob Arum really gonna move on that fight. And he gonna be putting it in Terrence Crawford's ear. Like, hey, the investors, we're gonna go, that we already talked to the investors. The fans are back in the stadium, and we're gonna make this a big mega fight for you, Terrence. And um for Errol Spence is I don't know, man. I don't want to speak bad shit into the existence, but these are things that could happen. And where does Errol Spence, where does he get another chance? I don't think that Manny Pacquiao gonna fight him, or Manny Pacquiao could be jumping to fight him, and everybody could jump to fight Errol Spence now because they like, okay, he been out for over a year, he coming off another injury. Shit, let's go ahead and get that title off of him. They're going to think he fooled. So it could go either way. It could go either way, but all Errol Spence got to do is keep his mind strong, stay focused, and he can still come back even stronger. But it's a whole lot of situations that could affect boxing and how it is right now. This affects, don't get me wrong, this shit fucks up the 147-pound weight division. The only good thing that comes out of this Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence fight, Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas fight, if Ugas wins. Because if Ugas wins, no matter what he do, he not gonna hold up the division. You feel what I'm saying? He not gonna hold up the division if Ugas wins. And y'all make sure y'all hit my like button because they fucking with my notifications, and they really messing with my notifications today for the simple fact is that I went on Facebook with it. That's why I don't really never mess with Facebook, bro. And I always say that shit too. And I ain't gonna be messing with Facebook from here on now. So if y'all watching me on Facebook, if y'all see this on Facebook, make sure that you subscribe to the channel Everything Boxing and Sports on YouTube. When we go live every day.
I'm still ain't rocking with Facebook, Keith. That ain't no good.
What you say?
I say I'm still not rocking with Facebook. That ain't no good.
Yeah, I ain't messing with Facebook. But yeah, man, you go ahead and cook on the situation, on some realistic situations that could how this could affect this, the whole 147-pound weight division.
Yeah.
Y'all said retina surgery takes 1 year to heal. Manny will be 44. Now go ahead.
I don't think it take a year. I don't know. I ain't gonna act like I deal with it. I don't think it take a whole year. I think it depends on, the situation. And I don't think EJ was, was getting beaten and act like that. Maybe a shot he got caught with that did it. So who knows though? We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, forcing affecting the division. Like I say, it is going to come down to the time. It's going to come down to the time, how long Errol Spence going to be out. It's going to come down to the sanctioning bodies. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that this EJ first fight of the year, right? And how long they want to let somebody be out with one of their titles. We know the IBF wanted them to fight the mandatory. We know how the WBC do some goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? They might tell Earl, what, we go franchise you. You never know how the fuck they talking about. So you just got to be mindful what these sanctioning bodies looking at, how long they want to let you represent their belt, even if you is Earl the suspension. You've seen what the WBA did to Manny Pacquiao. And not saying Earl going to be out for no 2 years or shit like that. But we're seeing them take the title from Keith Thurman. So it's going to come down to what, they want to do. And for the division, if Manny Pacquiao is victorious, like I say, he controls his own chessboard. It's what Manny wants next. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, well, Manny, you got to fight this guy. Nope, it's what Manny wants next. If the bag is big enough, if they talking about coming over there and fighting him, I can see him going in there. Like, even with the Terrence Crawford situation, Manny Pacquiao, Bob Arum so fucking cheap, bro. He don't want to pay Manny what he's deserving. But, like you say, Keith, if Manny go out there and pull in a big fucking number against Yordenis Ugas, right? And then Bud go out there and look good. If the Sean Porter fight do happen, and he go out there and look good against Sean Porter, what happens? You know what I'm saying? What happens? Do Manny tried to jump on that and say, you know what? Sorry, not Manny. Do Bob Erm try to jump on that and say, let me get Bud and her with this man, try to get this scrap. Now that we see they looking at Errol Spence, might say, oh, he's a wounded animal with the eye injury. Could we catch him coming off the layoff and the eye injury? He said he want to turn Bud Crawford next. Let's try to make that happen. You know, if Yordenis Ugas win, do they try to go that route? You know what I mean? So it's a catch 22 each way. Now EJ got to sit out, even though having a good ass training camp, he got to sit out, and now you got to wait for the winner and see what happens with that situation. So Bud Crawford still a champion. Manny Pacquiao wins the title. Uh, what happened with that? Then you still got these boys coming up as mandatories and shit. So what happened in that situation? So for the division, it's gonna be a play on the division to see what the sanctioning bodies want to do, what the mandatories want to do, how long Earl Truth Spence Jr. gonna be out. Do they want to take a chance with Bud Crawford, Manny Pacquiao, Bud Crawford, Yordenis Ugas, whomever the winner may be? Do Bud fight Sean Porter and get past him? Do Porter beat Bud? It's gonna be a lot of shit that play out in the welterweight division, but it's a lot of shit that can put us in a good position at the same time. But just overall, bro, we have to wait to see the ending results of Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas. That's what it's gonna come down to. The winner of Pacquiao and Ugas. Because like you said, Pacquiao is a free agent. Yordenis Ugas is still on the contract, and we'll see how Al Heyman want to move his ass and what he want to do with him. So it's gonna be a lot of shit that play factors in it. So I just have to wait and see the win of August 21st.
Yeah, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. We looked it up. The healing process is 1 to 4 weeks. That's what it says, right? Now, we don't know, like I said earlier in the show, what we don't know is how long it takes to be able to get punched in your shit again. Because when they talk about the healing process, they talk about regular people. They don't talk about people that's taking damage to the eye on a consistent basis. How long will it take to where they say you're cleared to get back in the ring and fight? Normally, what we see when people get a torn retina, right? It's layoffs, most around a year. Recently, we could go back to Abner Mares, right? I think it was at least 8 months before Abner Mares was trying to say that he was ready to come back, right? It was 8 months to a year before he was saying that he was cleared and he was ready to come back. So it's a big difference between the healing time and then the time you're able to have, physical contact to the eye, because this is different. We got to think this man you get punched in your face for a living, right? So that's what we really need to know. Kareem Akbar says, took my shit 3 months, but was advised not to take no more punches, period. Let me see. Knockout Boxing says Sugar Ray Leonard had his surgery from his same injury in 1982. He bounced back and beat Duran, draw with Hearn, and beat Hagler. In 2021, medical advancement, Spence will hopefully recover as well. Oh, yeah. That's what I said earlier in the show, Knockout. Like the technology that we have and the surgeries that we have today is a lot more advanced. But we got to look at, recent cases that we know of people that's had torn retinas. And the most recent case that I can think of is Abner Mares. Abner Mares was saying after, I think it was like 8 months to a year, that he was ready to come back. But he still never did come back. Why he didn't come back, I don't know. But Abner Mares, it was like he was kind of on the back end of his career anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? He was already commentating and doing different things. Errol Spence is in the middle of his prime. So, I think it's two different situations. I don't know. It's hard to say when, we'll see him back in the ring and how long it'll take. It's really hard to say. Catfish says light and sun affected his eye for almost a year. So it's different situations for different folks, man. I don't know. That's really hard to speak on. It's really hard to speak on how long it's gonna take. We can all assume. We can say that he'll be back in a few months. We can say that he won't be back for a year. We don't know.
Some people here are different than others.
Um, um, Mike Ron, that didn't have nothing to do with Abner Mares coming back. I mean, that really don't make no sense because you got to think about they couldn't make Abner Mares get in the ring with Tank anyway. So Tank Davis had nothing to do with Abner Mares coming back. You know, so we got to be realistic. Yeah, so man, I don't know, dog. It's really hard to say, money, when he will come back. You know, it's hard to say because at the end of the day, it got to take a doctor to tell you that okay, he's clear. We say that it's okay for him to get back in the ring, and go through with sparring camp and go through, with a fight.
Yeah.
We look at it's a lot of careers that been in from detached retinas. I mean, you got to look at David Reed back in the day. Abner Mares, he never got back in the ring. A lot of fighters, but like I said, the technology is a lot better now than it was. We just gotta hope that everything go back, go through well for him. That he don't get that fucking droopy eye. Look at my man, um, what's his name that be on Instagram all the time? The New York cat. You know
Oh
who I'm
yeah, yeah. I know Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly. Look at Kelly. He got that droopy eye. That's what happened to him.
Yeah.
Let's just hope that everything, let's pray and hope that everything turns out okay with his surgery. He don't have no, effects with his eyelid. Like Abner Mares, he got a droopy eye, you know.
I saw Morris always looking like that from the side and shit. Mo gotta wear glasses sometimes when you're looking into the camera. So the shit can be life threatening and career. You know what I'm saying? A lifelong injury, a lifelong injury.
Yeah, I
And
just hope it don't do nothing to his eye, cause Errol, his eye, he kind of, what I'm saying, his shit already kind of like that, just naturally. So I hope it don't do nothing to his eye. But it's a good thing that he pretty much in good spirits. Um, he's saying that he in good spirits about it, man. Like he said, he been through much worse situations than this and came back. I just hope that he's able to stay focused and keep his head up, through the downtime that he gonna have, because now it's like even when he is healed, right? He gonna have downtime to where he not gonna be able to spar. He not gonna be able to do certain things. He gonna have to sit down, but he can do regular shit. He can do everything else he wants to. He's just not gonna be able to do certain things to pertain to boxing. I hope that he take this time to come back more hungry, right? Continue to work with Blu-ray. Continue to build on your strength. Now you see what I'm saying, money. You could actually turn this negative into a positive because you could take this situation to continue to get stronger. Because that's one thing you can do, right? You can still work out. Once you sit out for a week to 4 weeks after you get the surgery, well, now you can continue to get stronger and build yourself. Um, build yourself all the way back to the monster that you was. Actually build yourself past that because now you can take this, right? You take the keys, you can take the keys that's thrown to you and you can start that motherfucking engine up and take all the way off full speed ahead. You got to look at this as a situation that's giving you a chance to come back stronger. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
And that's what real athletes and real soldiers like Errol Spence, that's what they do. Yeah, their head might be down for, a couple days, but then once they click in, they like, okay, bet. We see athletes tear their Achilles We see them tear their ACLs and be out a whole year. It ain't no different from, getting a contract or being on a new team in football or some or basketball. And like, I could feel it. I'm in some fucking shape. I'm in tip top condition. I'm finna wreck shit this year. And then all of a sudden, you didn't tore your Achilles. You didn't tore your motherfucking ACL and you out for a whole year. Look what just happened. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened damn near 2 years in a row to my man Odell Beckham. You don't think Odell Beckham was ready to wreck shit? And then he got to go through the same shit again? Look at my man Klay Thompson. They ready to put on in Golden State. And then 2 years in a row, bam. So you got to look at situations like that. And you got to look at what they went through. Hey, and look how they bounced back. Look how Kevin Durant bounced back when he got a chance to bounce back. So you got to take situations like that and look at other people and get advice from other people that's gone through the same situations that's in the position that you are. We can't always look at it as a bad, situation because, hey, at the end of the day, everything happened for a reason. You feel what I'm saying? Um, so he gotta look at this and take the positive out of it. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, bro. That's what you got to do. At the end of the day, you got to take the positive out of it. Um, you know, I don't know, man. You can only build yourself stronger. You can only build yourself stronger. And I think that he has that type of mentality, man. He just gotta be around the right people that's gonna keep him in that mind frame. And you reach out to the right people that's gonna tell you the right information that you need to do to get through these tough situations like this. That's all. You know, that's at the end of the day, it has a lot to do with the type of people that you get advice from and the type of people that you surround yourself around. Um, that's just what it is, bro. What you got on that? What you got to say about all of that?
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. I mean, shit, it's all you can do now. Ain't shit that's gonna happen. Gotta just, you know, go get the injury. Do the proper steps to get here. Like you say, stay in the best shape possible. Get ready to get back in the ring. You know what I mean, the career ain't over. Life don't stop. Boxing ain't gonna stop. You know, yes, it's a fucked up situation at the time, but ain't no time to sit around and feel sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's happened to the best of them. So now, shit, you just go through more adversity to show that who you are. We know you're a strong motherfucker. The world know you're a strong motherfucker. You beat a car crash that you ain't supposed to be here because you know 8 out of 10 motherfuckers probably would have died in that type of car crash. So you already beat the odds. You know what I mean? So just another little minor setback for a bigger comeback. Errol Spence, the fan base are going to do nothing but grow bigger. Everybody going to be anticipating to come back again, just like they would after the car crash. We know you ain't coming back against no soft tune-up, no matter what somebody say. He's going to have, even if it's not Manny Pacquiao, it's going to be somebody with some substance, because that's just who Errol Spence is. He wants the best of the best. He don't want to come back and be treated like no pussy. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, that's all we can do right now, man. It's pray for a speedy recovery. Wish him all the best. Life goes on, boxing goes on. Shit ain't gonna stop. But with EJ, man, he already proved us that he's a strong individual and strong minded. And these things happen, bro. So I ain't really looking at him to be down too much. But it's gonna fuck with you. This close to the fight, you put in the hard work, all the sacrifice. It ain't gonna be like a nigga just walking out like, oh man, fuck it. It's gonna fuck with you. But at the end of the day, just some shit you gotta get over, man. He got a strong team, beautiful children, strong family, homeboys, still rich as fuck, right? Ain't like a nigga missing a meal or nothing. Quite sure Al got something to play for him. So, EJ gonna be A-OK, man. He's still one of the kings in boxing. Ain't nothing gonna change that. Still the unified WBC and IBF welterweight world champion, right? Still the number one welterweight in the world. So, his reputation is still there. This ain't shit for him to hold his head down about. And like I say, the haters gonna be coming out of her, coming out of there, making stupid ass, things like that. That ain't gonna stop shit. That ain't gonna stop shit. You feel me? So at the end of the day, EJ still got all the stripes. He even gained more stripes because, like we said, he's about to go in there and put that shit on the line with a motherfucking broken eye socket and knowing it was broken. You feel me? So at the end of the day, man, much respect to him. And we'll see how everything play out for him. We'll see how everything play out for him. But it ain't nothing for him to hold his head down about. Just get through it and come back stronger.
Um, so with all of that being said, it's gonna be a whole lot of narratives when he does come back, right? Because he gonna come back, but it's gonna be a whole lot of narratives when he does come back. So when he does come back, you're gonna hear things like, "Oh, he ain't gonna never be the same. Soon as he get hit in that eye, he gonna get injured again." It's gonna be a whole lot of narratives. Can he take a punch now? He been out over a year. He not the same. So with that being said, right? Like I was telling you, Money, is when he does come back, they probably not gonna let him jump in the ring with one of these champions right off the rip. They probably gonna basically have him take a tune-up type of fight, like Keith Thurman did with my man, what's his name? Josecito Lopez, right? Like Keith Thurman did with Josecito Lopez. And salute to the Queen Sheena off in the building. And make sure that y'all go sub to my man Knockout Boxing 86 TV, right? And DP Rocker, man, drop your link in the chat, man. I didn't even know you had a channel. Drop your link in the chat, DP Rocker.
Shane going down, beautiful queen.
But so it's gonna be a whole lot of bullshit narratives, and you never know. Some of the narratives might be on point, but you can't make assumptions like that until you see. But at the end of the day, it's just things that they gonna say. You can't stop people from saying shit, and that's the things that people gonna say. But my thing is, how long is this gonna derail his career? Because when he come back, like I said, I think they not gonna let him get in the ring with no Terrence Crawford or no Manny Pacquiao or no motherfucking Yordenis Ugas. I don't, or whoever. I don't think they're gonna let him get in the ring with some of these big names right off the bat. You've been out over a year, right? You coming back from another injury. So go ahead and take a tune-up fight, get some of the rust off, test the eye out, and now you can, once you get past that, then we gonna make a big fight for you. Well, by that time, we damn near 2023. Let's just keep it 100. Let's just, you know what I'm saying? Because we could kumbaya, we could, pretend all day, but we got to keep it 100 with the situation. And that's the reality of the situation. And it sucks because I don't even want to talk about the situation like that, but that's more realistic. And y'all know I talk about facts and realistic shit. So, man, it's just a fucked up situation. And it messes up boxing because he is one of the biggest names in boxing by far. And you got to look at the situation with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. The shit that Tyson Fury did, it just makes this shit 10 times worse. Kareem Akbar says 2021 over 5 months. So yeah, mid 2023. It's a fucked up situation, dog. You got to think, you got to heal. You got to go through all of the time that they tell you to where they gonna clear you, where you can take punishment again to the face. Now you got to get a fight. You got to go through training camp. You got to fight that fight. Then you got to rest after that. Then you got to go through a whole nother training camp. And you got to fight that fight. So realistically, look at the time frame that we looking at. Like my man said, we only 5 months into 2021 is over, basically. Um, so this shit crazy, dog. Now where does this put Keith Thurman? I want you to cook on that. What does this do for Keith Thurman money?
I don't know what the fuck it does. Keep on to be real with you. Like, um, does it put him in a position who he gonna fight? Because if Bud is fighting Porter, allegedly that's supposed to be happening, and Ugas going to fight Pacquiao. EJ saying he coming back for the win. I heard what you saying. Assuming whoever wins, Thurman still haven't announced the fight against nobody yet. So it comes down to him picking somebody to fight. I don't think it's gonna be a rematch with Danny. Danny tomorrow going to 54. It's a possibility. I ain't gonna just count it out. You know what I mean? Um, Jamal James a possibility, but I think he fight right. He fight on the Earl Spence day, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he fight that night or not, but it's gonna come down to who he fight. It's gonna come down to who he fight. He could put himself in a good position, but at the end of the day, like we haven't seen a fight with him. It ain't gonna be in his career because say he don't know the kid. He ain't going nowhere near him. We already made that clear. So it's gonna come down to who keep Thurman fight and where he ranks in where he ranks after that win in the sanctioning body. You know what I mean? I'm quite sure he had the WBA though. They probably got a number one if I'm not mistaken. If we go check and see, or somewhere high over there. So it's gonna come down to who he fight and where he's ranked in the sanctioning bodies after his fight. But he still keep Thurman, so he still can put himself in position to fight somebody, with a name. The winner, who knows? So we'll just have to see how that play out for Keith Thurman. But to me, like I always say, he only lost to Manny Pacquiao. I still got him as a number three welterweight. I don't rank Manny Pacquiao in the welterweight. I got him above everybody, but I got Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, Thurman, Porter, Danny, Ugas, or you go Ugas, Danny, however you want to put it. But Danny, Ugas, so I still got him number three at the welterweight division. Me, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's still, like Thurman ain't no pushover, he ain't no bitch, he's still a credible foe. So, we'll see where he ranked in the sanctioning body after his fight, assuming on who he fight. And that's how it's gonna play out for Thurman. To me, that's how it's gonna play out for him. To me,
To me, I think that it's put Thurman right back in the mix. It really do because depending on who he fight next, this fight changes everything because, and I'm gonna tell you how it changes everything, right? You say if none of this stuff had to happen, and Errol Spence goes on he goes on to beat Manny Pacquiao, right? Errol Spence already told you what he was going to do. He was going straight for Bud Crawford. So whether he had to wait around, if I'm pretty sure he was going to find out pretty real soon if Bud Crawford was going to be willing to take that fight for 60-40 or whatnot, right? He gonna find that shit out soon because he wasn't just gonna wait around until Bud and Sean fight and then not knowing what he gonna do, right? So he was gonna find out real soon. So then you gotta think, Bud Crawford, he has a fight, whether whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? Whoever he has a fight before the end of the year. Now that would set up him and Errol Spence sometime early next year, right? Or Errol Spence was just gonna move up because he told you he wasn't gonna wait around. So now that opens up the doors for people like Thurman to get right back in the mix, depending on who he fight. Um, if Manny Pacquiao wins, right, and like I said, if Manny Pacquiao don't sit out half of the year, we could see that rematch between Thurman and Manny Pacquiao. That was a hell of a fight. That did big numbers on pay per view, right? So we don't know, man. It's crazy, man. Now we probably won't see undisputed. You feel what I'm saying? Now we not gonna see undisputed. I doubt it, but I don't know, man. It's so much of different things and different scenarios running through my head. It's really hard to say, man. You gotta, you can't really wrap your finger around all of this, man. But one thing it is, no matter what, it's a black eye for boxing. It's a black eye for boxing. We've lost so many fights. Go across all of the fights if you can, money that we've lost right off the top of your dome,
Okay. Teofimo, George Cambosis,
right? That's
Wilder,
one big fight,
Wilder, Wilder, uh, Theory,
huge
Canelo,
fight,
Canelo Plant,
huge fight,
uh, Earl Pacquiao,
huge fight,
Donaire, Casamero,
big fight,
uh, Ray Vargas, Gary Russell,
another big fight,
uh, Tank Ryan Garcia,
huge fight.
uh, what else is out there that we missed out on? Shit. Fucking on the Wilder undercard. What's my man name? Frank Sanchez or Frank what? And it's Frank Sanchez and F. Jabba.
Yeah, F.A. Jabba,
That was big time shit to me.
big time shit.
Even damn, what's the boy name over in the UK that was for the fight? Adrian Granados. Conor Ben, Adrian Granados, entertaining. It ain't on that level, but it was very entertaining. We was close. So man, there was a lot of shit we missed out on, bro. There was a lot of fights we missed out on that we want to enjoy, and say that it was gonna put boxing on that level. We missed out on some nice shit, bro.
Santos, what's happening with it? Juan Ramos, what's happening with it? Kareem Akbar, what's good with it? Uh, but yeah, man, it's like it was a couple months ago. We was in here on live talking, and we was talking about how we was talking about a lot of the just smaller fights that was falling out, right? But what we said, money, we said, but boxing is starting to look real great again because we got a lot to look forward to. We got Fury Wilder coming up, right? And we got Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao after that. Boxing is starting to look good again. And we end up not getting none of them fights. The only thing we fucking really getting that's not falling out in boxing is these reality TV show fights. These YouTube, what I'm saying, reality star shits.
Facts, bro.
And we did get Jamel Charlo and Brian Castano. So shout out to them.
We
But
got
other
it.
than that,
Right, we ain't get no damn money speaking champion.
bro, this has been a bad last 2 years for boxing.
Okay, EJ made a statement. Let me read it.
What you looking at?
This is Instagram. He said, I am very disappointed that I won't be able to fight Manny Pacquiao on August 21st. Unfortunately, the doctor found a small tear in my eye and said I need to get surgery ASAP. There is no way I can fight with my eye in that condition. I would like to apologize to everyone and thank you all for the support. I'll be back soon. I came back from worse. Hashtag the biggest. Hashtag man down. Hashtag strap season.
Yep. A small tear. Uh, so hopefully it don't take him, too long. Hopefully he's able to come back full force. Hopefully he able to come back, fully healed 150%. See, that's what I'm saying. Look at Caleb Plant already showing them support. He say, you can't be broken back soon enough, champ. Already showing them love and support. The real one's gonna support you.
Them niggas homeboys, bro. Them niggas grew up since the
Right.
since the mud. You hear me? You heard Earl what he said about Caleb and Canelo? Oh, I got my boy Caleb, man.
Right.
I hear Earl up. I say Earl, bro. Pacquiao gonna beat the shot at Caleb Plant. He say we'll see.
What you say?
I hear Earl. I say Earl. Pacquiao. I say Earl. Canelo gonna beat the shot at Caleb Plant. He said okay, we'll see.
Yeah. Right. You gonna see. You gonna have to eat them fucking words too. I swear you gonna have to eat them words. Because if Canelo win the fight, it's not. I'm not saying that Canelo that it's not a 50-50 fight. I'm not saying that Canelo can't win the fight. But I'm telling you that Canelo not finna dominate Caleb Plant like that. And man, let's talk about, man. I want to switch the subject since you want to bring that shit up, right? So bring that up, right? Yesterday we had a big debate. If y'all missed it, go back and watch it. And
I whooped 5 niggas ass.
Hold on. When we were debating yesterday, right, Money, you said that because I went back and I watched that Caleb Plant Jose Ugas fight this morning. Watched the whole fight. And you said that Caleb Plant was hurt bad in that fight.
So he didn't get hurt in the 9th round.
Now, no, he did not.
He didn't get hurt in the 9th round.
No, he did not get hurt in the 9th round.
I'm trying to go look at the 9th round to see Caleb Plant get hurt.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So
Caleb Plant got caught in the 9th round. He did not get hurt. He didn't stagger. He was not hurt at all. He fucking took that shit and he ate it and he kept coming forward. You lied about him getting hurt. And on top of that, you tried to make it like that Caleb Plant had a rough, just tough, knockdown, drag out fight with Jose Ugas. Caleb Plant won the first 8 rounds of the fight clearly. Easy. With 2 knockdowns.
He got his ass cracked.
Jose Ugas only won 2 or 3 rounds in that whole fight. And because I was like, man, I got to go back and watch this fight because, maybe I was missing something because I only seen the fight once. And, I want to go back and watch the fight and see what Money is talking about. Bro, and like I said, if you saying different, we can watch the fight live. We can do the fight. We can watch that fight live. That shit that you was talking, that shit was all wrong. He beat Jose Ugas. I'm talking about he dominated.
I want y'all to go look at the 9th round and tell me if Caleb Plant
dominated him. He beat him 8 rounds to 0 with 2 knockdowns, right? Then he lost the 9th round, came back, won the 10th round, right? And I think it was he lost the 9th round, and I think I gave Ugas the 10th round, and then the 11th round he won, and the 12th round was you could give it either way, right? So the man only won 2 to 3 rounds at most, and that's giving him a round. The first 8 rounds, he lost them fucking first 8 rounds by a long shot. And you trying to make it like the fight was close, like Jose Ugas was closing in at the end and Caleb Plant just wore out. That's a fucking lie. And I swear that's a lie. I watched the fight this morning. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit sounded good because you made me go back and watch it. But that shit was a lie. He dominated that dude. And now, with that being said, we're going to see Jose Ugas versus my man Jose Benavidez. We're going to David Benavidez. We're going to see David Benavidez and Ugas coming up in August. So I hope that we actually do get that fight. I hope nothing goes wrong with that fight because now we get to see how David Benavidez performs. I'm looking for David Benavidez to look good against Ugas, but it's going to be a whole different fight because Caleb Plant is slick. He don't get hit a lot. And you can be quiet in the background trying to act like you pulling up shit. I know when Money get real quiet, he get to trying to pull up shit. He get to trying to do research. You can research all you want to. Hey, but like I said, David Benavidez and Ugas fight is going to be different. It's going to be a much different fight because David Benavidez is going to be right in front of Ugas to get hit, and Caleb Plant wasn't. Caleb Plant was confusing him with his slickness and his hand speed. Now, David Benavidez do got a lot of hand speed, but it's going to be a war. I'm looking for David Benavidez to stop Ugas, but it will be a war. And Ugas, he going to get his shit off. Trust me, he is going to get off on David Benavidez. And Ugas, he can hit hard. He hits hard. One thing he do, he got power. but Caleb Plant was never hurt in the 9th round. If y'all go back and look at the 9th round, right? Even in it's crazy because Anthony Durrell, they tried to make it like, oh, Caleb Plant gets hit with a big shot, he's hurt. And Anthony Durrell stopped that shit real quick. He's like, no, Caleb Plant, he took that shot very well. He's not hurt at all. Caleb Plant is actually the one that's trying to press forward.
Now, dude, I'm second the fifth. Now, dude, when his ass got hurt, he recovered. That's what he did. But boy, that boy
he was never hurt.
I don't give a damn about you doing all that goddamn yelling, boy. You
because you get hit with a shot.
I don't want to hear that shit. When
Just because you get hit with a shot doesn't mean you were hurt.
Did he stop his ass in his tracks or not?
Hold on.
So the people can go look at
I'm gonna show it right here.
People don't need you to show them. They can go look at the night.
No.
People need to get his ass cracked.
You're not gonna try to run with that narrative and lie about this.
Right on his goddamn chin, talking about lying. This nigga go. Look, this nigga gonna watch the fight and score his way. Then talking about he did. Everybody gonna score and fight their own way. What the hell is you talking about?
Let everybody else see it.
At the end of the day, he got his ass cracked and hurt. And
I'm gonna let everybody else see it because you're lying and you're making up narratives.
He didn't get hurt.
Trying to make Canelo sound bigger than what he did.
How the fuck he didn't get hurt?
I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show everybody how you lying about it.
You can sit your ass up here and try to pray for this.
I'm gonna show everybody that
you're
lying about
it. Ain't gonna stop it from getting his ass whooped against Canelo Alvarez.
Make sure that y'all. I'm gonna focus it.
It ain't gonna stop it from getting his ass whooped against Canelo Alvarez.
I'm gonna show everybody that you lying about this whole situation.
Nick, you keep talking about I'm lying. Show it.
I'm gonna show it. Watch.
Show it. Yeah. Stay talking about lying.
Yeah, we gonna show it.
Watch him get his ass cracked and hurt when you finish. Now, because a nigga recover, you gonna sit up there and say he was never hurt. You gotta be a damn fool to say he wasn't hurt. Only a fool to sit up there and say that. Man,
I'm gonna show you that you a motherfucking lie. That's what you is. You was a lie.
The goddamn fool to sit up there and say this man wasn't hurt.
You was a motherfucking lie.
Take that man credit away from him like that. That man cracked his motherfucking ass. Period.
Yeah, you sitting up here lying, and you know you lying because you see that sound in the background from that lie you told.
Nigga, I had to take a piss. What is you talking about? So he didn't crack him. He didn't crack him. So did he get cracked? Yes or no?
Hold on. Let me see if y'all can. I'm gonna make sure that they can see this. Get this shit in the fucking light. We just gonna watch this round real quick. Hold on.
Play it, Negro. What you doing?
I'm trying to get this shit to focus, nigga. Ah, damn.
Hold on. That motherfucker like the something coming through. That motherfucker looking like the everything boxer coming through on the screen.
Yeah, man.
That motherfucker looking like the Terminator off Terminator 2 and all that weird shit was coming off.
Let me see. I'm trying to get this shit to focus, man. Hold on. Fuck it, man. I'll just play this shit on the I'll play the shit on the thing. You think would I get a copyright strike for that shit?
No, they just not gonna the monetization just go away.
I ain't worried about that shit today.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get no copyright strike though.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pull this fight up. And we gonna watch this 9th round right here on YouTube.
Watch him get his ass cracked and hurt, John. Then watch Keon. Oh no, he didn't get played.
Hold on. We're gonna pull up the fight and we're gonna watch it. So quit talking. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
Pull that motherfucker up. ASAP. Negro called me a liar on national YouTube around this point.
It's not nothing else to talk about. We're gonna pull up the fight. It was hurt.
Somebody want to hurt.
Just because the motherfucker got caught with a shot, don't mean
stop
hurt.
Talking and pull up the fucking fight. You stay
trying to pull it up. There it is right here. Okay, here we go. Hold on. This the 9th. Yup, this the 9th round. Hold on. Make sure that we all can see this shit. Yup. Here we go. Let me share this screen. see. Share. Okay, let me go back to the fight. Make sure that we can see it. So we gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna put this shit to end once and for all.
All right, motherfucker. Play the thing, so I'll put it to an end.
Hold on.
That's track.
Hold on.
Nigga, steady talking, ain't press play yet.
I had to make sure that y'all, I had to go to my YouTube to make sure that y'all can see it good. Okay, bet. Let's go ahead and watch the fight. They banging inside. Banging inside. Come around. Ooh, came over with that uppercut. Ukitaki trying to come back with them hooks.
Watch this Taki crack his ass, y'all. Coming up.
Bam. Ooh. Caleb catching him with uppercuts. Short hooks on the inside.
Caught his ass. Hurt.
They got him in position.
He hurt. Look.
So how is he hurt?
Hurt.
How is he hurt?
Grab on. Hurt. Hurt.
How is he hurt? Look.
Bouncing on the legs.
Legs ain't shaky.
Look, this shit.
How is he hurt? His legs ain't shaky. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
He's trying to get the legs back
again.
He hurt. Bam. Caught him again.
Look at it once again. You were damn, he hurt live.
Now, set your ass up. Now watch this.
Damn, he hurt live.
Stop going back first. Stop going back.
No, run it back. Watch.
You ain't trying to hear shit you talking about. The man was hurt. All right, watch this.
They jocking for position.
Bam. We ain't trying to hurt.
And y'all can look for
bam, caught him again.
Bam, he got caught.
Bam, hurt him again. Look at him.
Bam, he got caught. Look,
trying to hold on. Get off me, bitch.
He ain't trying to hold on.
Look, trying to hold on. Trying to hold on. Bam, look.
And nothing wrong with me. I'm like, come on, let's go.
That's on the legs, trying to get the legs back.
Let's
go. Get the legs back.
Yeah.
Trying to get the legs back. Look, moving. Trying to get, look, here comes bam.
Yeah.
Right? He trying to hold on because he hurt.
You a fucking, he trying to hold on nothing. They've been grappling the whole
time. Trying to hold on because he hurt. Look how he looking.
Look, he talking to his corner. Yep.
I felt that shit, Dad. I felt it, Dad. Motherfucker playing possum. He a man. Motherfucker.
Bam. So how is this man hurt?
Motherfucker, he was hurt.
How is this man hurt? Bam. Caught
with a couple shots. He's holding up. Man, get out of here, Keon. You
ain't
never seen the fight back hurt. Look at the man. The man is hurt, man. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Lie.
Boy, you got to be a fool-ass fool.
He's a motherfucking fool if you lie. He was not hurt. He took
only a fool-ass fool say he wasn't hurt. Only a fool-ass
fool took the fucking punch
say
and kept on.
He wasn't.
How is he hurt? How is this man hurt?
Bounced on his legs. When you in good shape.
How is this man hurt?
Wait a minute. When you in good shape, right, you can recover. But
don't fucking hurt.
What are you talking about? The fuck is you talking about? Look at him still bouncing on the. Quit playing with me, man.
You a motherfucker. He was hurt.
Quit playing with me, man.
He was hurt.
You sound like a fool.
No, you fucking lied and talked about the man was hurt. Let's look at the replay.
Man.
Let's look at the replay.
Somebody wasn't hurt.
Let's look at the replay. Bro. Caught him. Bam.
Chin.
He ate the shot.
Bro, come on, man. You're a fool ass fool.
He ate the shot,
man.
Bam.
You're a fool ass fool.
Say
he wasn't hurt, man. God damn.
Block that one.
What credit is due? I said the man won the fight. He did his thing, bro. But the man was fucking hurt.
The man was never hurt.
Oh my God, man!
The man was never hurt. You sat there and lied about the whole situation.
Let me see what the chat talking about.
You sat there and fucking lied about the whole situation.
I ain't got to say shit to say to you no more, bro.
For real, you sat there and lied about the whole situation to try to make Canelo look more than what he is. Trying to make Canelo look.
Jack asked if he was hurt. Dude,
he got caught, but he was not hurt.
Slightly. Plant was hurt. Wobble for sure. Clipped, he got hurt. He caught him, but the shit was like 2 seconds only. He hurt him right around 110 around. He stumbles. Monty, don't tell me you're a plant hater. No, I seen never a plant hater. The round he stumbles and where the man was at. He stumbled, eyes don't look right. He got caught. Thank you, family.
He stumbled in
man, everybody up here saying the man was hurt. Now you look like a goddamn idiot. Yeah,
you a fucking liar because there's a lot of people in here saying he wasn't hurt.
I haven't seen somebody say he wasn't hurt yet.
He was not hurt.
He got
You're lying about
he got clipped but not hurt.
You lying to try to make Canelo look fucking invincible.
Man,
that's what you're doing,
on, bro. Okay, go down. How many people
was not hurt?
Look, go down.
Said he wasn't hurt. He just stunned. He wasn't hurt at all.
One man that was riding for you, bro.
Define hurt. You a motherfucking one man lie.
One man that's riding.
You lying again. Quit lying all the time. Keep it 100. Keep it 100 because you lying right now.
Because that's where the disrespect do come
in.
Because I ain't lying about shit, nigga. I ain't lying about shit.
You're telling the bald face
motherfucking lie. Wait a minute, bro. You say
something about
lying. You keep talking about lying like you. Wait a minute, stop, bro. You keep talking about lying.
One person lie.
You keep talking about lying like you this motherfucker.
For real.
You got real proof. It shows right there the man got clipped and fucking hurt. The man
he was not hurt. There's a difference between getting caught with a punch and being hurt.
I'm done with it, bro. The man
I don't give a fuck if you is done. It's a difference between getting punched and getting caught with a shot and being hurt.
Silly, stupid ass fool.
You sound fucking right now. Talking about the man was hurt. You sound like ignorant as fuck right now. Oh, he was hurt. He was hurt. Look at him. Look at him. He's trying to hold on. He's trying to hold on. He wasn't fucking hurt. You know what I'm saying? So every time somebody get caught with a shot, with a big shot, to me now they hurt. Let you tell it. Anytime somebody get caught with a big shot, they hurt now.
Let me tell y'all something.
I hear with that fucking dumb bullshit.
All right, well, let me talk, man, because you sound like a silly ass fool. If you get cracked with a
straight
shot,
up, you a silly ass.
If you get hurt, well, you in good shape,
now.
right?
Straight up,
good shape.
Talking about, oh, he was hurt.
The man got the bouncing on his legs to get them legs back, right? Now, Cater Plant played possum with his ass, hurt. But the man was hurt with that shot, bro.
He wasn't hurt.
He tried to grab on. And you can tell by the way Uzataki.
Straight up. You can tell fucking nothing.
Uzataki took his arms off of him and pushed his ass back, caught his ass on the rope.
Like I said, I debunked that whole narrative that you was trying to play with last night. Talking about he had a hard fight with Uzataki hurt him real bad.
You ain't gonna change my mind on what I think and what the fuck I
he hurt him real bad.
So when you finish, right? When you finish, you don't see shit in Cater Plant that show me he can fuck with Canelo Alvarez. So keep on with the
Stop capping to make Canelo Alvarez look like fucking Superman, like he can't be touched.
You can say what you want to say. Ain't no motherfucking Cater Plant.
That's your whole fucking thing to say any and everything you can to make Canelo Alvarez look like he just
no Cater Plant beating him when you finish.
Dwayne Freeman says Keon was Devin Haney hurt in his last fight. That was hurt. Now, what you saw from Devin Haney, he was hurt. What you just saw right now wasn't hurt. What you saw right now is a man get hit with a big shot, right? He got caught. He ate the shot. And he kept coming. He kept going. The motherfucking legs wasn't wobbly. He didn't fucking wobble like he was finna go down. He just got caught with a big shot. He got stunned for a fucking very split second. He wasn't hurt. Hurt is different. Being hurt is what you saw with Devin Haney. When you hurt, when you need a fucking full round to recover, where you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Hurt is what you saw when Keith Thurman got hit to the body when Manny Pacquiao hit him in the fucking body.
Caleb Plant got cracked.
He was hurt when he was trying to survive for the rest of the fucking round.
The nigga was cracked.
What you saw right now wasn't hurt.
Period.
What you saw right now is you got cracked.
Period. Cracked and hurt. And ain't no motherfucker else gonna change my mind about it.
And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? My whole point wasn't to make if he fucking with Canelo, if Canelo beats him, if he beats Canelo. My whole point was to let y'all see that Money tried to run with a whole narrative yesterday, saying
His
that
whole point ain't about
let
shit.
me finish talking and I'll let you talk.
He got his ass cracked.
Money
He
tried
got
to
his
run
ass hurt.
with
Don't
a
say
whole narrative
no
yesterday,
narrative or nothing.
trying to
The
say
point was
Caleb
Jimmy Cross is trying to make cases
hurt,
that Plant can hang with
Caleb
Canelo.
Plant
And
barely
Plant ain't got
survived the
shit
ninth
coming with
round
Canelo at the
with
end of the
Jose
day, bro.
Ugas.
That's the
But he
whole
fucking
situation.
lied.
The whole situation is
Lied about the whole situation.
y'all trying to make a case for Plant that he's going to go, oh, he's going to outbox Canelo. He's going to do this. He's going to do this.
About the
and
whole
if Uzataki can hit him and hurt him,
you know what I'm saying?
Canelo
Everybody
gonna
knows
hit him
you
and
love
hurt him.
Canelo. You ain't got to lie about
if
situations
Uzataki
like
can
this.
hit him and hurt him, Canelo is going to hit him and hurt him.
Straight
if
up.
Caleb Truax can get to him and hit him, Canelo is going to get to him and hit him. So all this slick shit y'all talking about, oh, he don't get touched, this, that, and all that, we will see. Hopefully they make this shit happen for November. We don't know, but if it goes down, man, put your money where your mouth is.
Straight up. And put your money where your mouth is. Since you
say
he got hurt and you say that Canelo gonna knock him out, bet me $1,000 that Canelo knocked him out. I bet you
bet
won't.
You $1,000 that
I bet you won't.
Bet $1,000 that Canelo win.
Yeah, change the subject because
bet $1,000 that Canelo win. You said Caleb Plant gonna win, right? Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right?
It started yesterday because Money tried to.
You said Caleb Plant's gonna win, right?
Caleb Plant barely survived the ninth round because he was hurt against Jose Ugas.
You said Caleb Plant was gonna win, right?
That's how this shit started. Yeah, and I told everybody that Money Brown was lying about the situation. He was trying to use the narrative to try to make Canelo Alvarez look unstoppable.
You better talk to Sheena.
Like, oh, he barely got through Ugas. He was hurt in the ninth round. Like, come on, bro.
Ugas cracked his motherfucking ass, hurt his motherfucking ass.
You know
and if Jose hit him and hurt him, if Caleb Truax hit him,
people get cracked.
Canelo is gonna beat his ass.
People get cracked every day in boxing.
Ready to put your money on the win.
The man was never even close to being knocked down in that round. Y'all seen it.
Caleb Plant, put your $1,000 that he ain't gonna beat him. Period. Nigga on salad mode now. We say put that money that he ain't gonna win. Yeah, that's what I thought, nigga.
That shit that you said yesterday, he barely survived the ninth round.
Salad mode.
That he, you know,
salad mode.
He barely got past Jose Ugas. That show, everybody saying that you made that shit up. That was a fucking narrative that you made, right?
And if y'all go back and watch,
and if y'all go back and watch,
his ass got cracked and hurt, like I said.
And if y'all go back and watch the rest of the fight, you can see that Plant, up until the ninth round, Plant had won 8 rounds in a row and had knocked Ugas down 2 times already after Plant had suffered a bad cut in the 3rd round. He suffered that cut in the 3rd round. I think their heads came together, and he suffered a bad cut in the 3rd round. But even though he had a bad cut, he went on to win 8 straight rounds. You're gonna get touched in boxing. At that point in time, Caleb Plant had been out of the ring for over a year, right? He only had 17 fights. Jose Ugas was the boogeyman at that time, the man that at 168 nobody wanted to fight. Caleb Plant went in there young with 17 fights and did what he did with him and almost pitched the shutout. He almost pitched the shutout. So that narrative that you ran with talking about, oh, it was a close fight with Ugas, he barely got past.
Who said it was a close fight, you silly motherfucker?
Motherfucker, you trying to say that Ugas came back in the fucking later round. He got his
ass cracked and hurt, and then when
you what I'm saying and talking about he barely got through the 9th round.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Straight up. You said he barely got through the 9th round.
And I still think he barely got through it, Negro. He got his ass cracked and hurt when you finished talking. So
you what I'm saying?
You so big on Plant. You so big on Plant.
No,
put your money up. Put your money up. Put your money up.
Around Canelo nuts so much.
$1,000.
My whole thing
put
is,
your $1,000 that Plant go win,
so much.
Put your. I got $1,000 that Canelo win.
Everybody.
I got 1,000 that Canelo win. I got 1,000 that Canelo win.
Get hit in big
I got 1,000 that Canelo win.
Right? People, I got 1,000 that Canelo cannot knock out Caleb Plant.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I got 1,000, and I've been
There your
bet
ass
you
go.
that Canelo
There your
cannot
ass
knock
go.
out Caleb
You
Plant.
so big on
Period.
Caleb Plant, he go win.
Straight
Though.
up.
Oh, Caleb Plant go win. He go outbox. We gonna do this. But put your money where your mouth is. Who gonna win?
You said I'm
Who
so
gonna
what on
win?
Canelo on Caleb Plant?
Oh, yeah, Caleb Plant go win. Yeah.
You said I'm so what on Caleb
outbox
Plant?
him. He go outbox him. Canelo can't do this. Okay, well put your $1,000 up. That Caleb Plant go win.
What you say? You said I'm so what on Caleb
Put
Plant?
your $1,000 that Canelo go win.
I'm asking you what you just said.
Put
Repeat
your
what you said.
$1,000 that Canelo.
Well, I know you ain't talking about nobody being so what on nobody. The way you be for Canelo Alvarez.
Put your $1,000.
Canelo Alvarez can walk on water and swim with sharks.
Man, when you finish with all that bullshit,
you know what I'm saying? You think that motherfucker can walk on water? And I'm a Canelo fan, but I mean, goddamn. You think that man can walk on water and swim with sharks and not get fucking touched?
Man, when you finish,
you think that nigga Canelo Alvarez can dive in the motherfucking ocean and come out fucking not wet?
When you finish, Caleb Plant ain't got shit coming with Canelo Alvarez.
But like I said,
he ain't put that money up though.
Right? Like I said,
he ain't put that money up though.
You keep swearing that Canelo Alvarez
ain't put that money up though.
Like I said, at the end of the day, you keep trying to swear that Canelo Alvarez is going to stop Caleb Plant.
I didn't hear bet yet.
Well, I asked you plenty of times if you feel that way, put $1,000 on the stoppage, but you don't want to do that. Now, you can hum in the background all you want to, but you won't put $1,000 on the stoppage that you keep saying that you promise everybody that Caleb Plant is going to get stopped. Now, what I said about the fight, right? I said that it's a 50-50 fight. I said that I see either fighter can win the fight. I said when it's 50-50 fights, I don't bet. I'm not finna bet you on no 50-50 fight, but you're guaranteeing that Canelo Alvarez knocks out Caleb Plant. So
man, put your money up. You talking about he go win and all this shit. I ain't gonna bet on no. Ain't shit no 50-50 fight. It's a 70-30 fight Canelo way. Canelo go win.
That's your opinion.
Up, nigga.
That's
ain't no 50-50 shit. Ain't shit 50-50 with Canelo and Plant.
That's your opinion.
You up here talking about Plant go win. I'm going for Plant, this and that. Put your money up that the nigga go win. I ain't trying to hear
the narrative that you put out was a lie.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Talking about he barely got past the 9th round.
Like I said,
against Jose Ugas.
People in the chat,
that was a lie.
I seen plenty of people say he got hurt in the chat. So I'm okay with it, homie.
And I seen plenty of people say he did get hurt. So what you mean? What does that mean?
I seen one, maybe two.
You a motherfucking lie.
One, maybe two. I seen one, maybe two.
Okay, I'm gonna show y'all how Money be lying, right? I'm gonna show y'all how he be lying, right? He said he only seen
one, maybe two.
Maybe two people say that Caleb Plant wasn't hurt. I'm gonna show y'all how he lied real quick. Okay, hold on. Hold on. C. Wood said he got clipped but not hurt. Henny Cosby 30, he says he got caught but not hurt. Hold on. Jack Ashford say he was hurt. He wasn't hurt, just stunned.
He wasn't hurt but stunned.
No, hold on. Be quiet. Now. Right? Hold on. Right?
You going down a list of facts.
Hold on. This shit? The man just said it was only one, maybe two that said he wasn't hurt.
That's what I said.
I don't even got to go down the list no further. I don't even have to go down the list no further because y'all see how he be lying. You see how he gonna lie to try to take up for Canelo any way he can.
None of that punk ass shit.
You dig what I'm saying? Now, I just showed y'all how he lied. He said only one, maybe two people said that he wasn't hurt.
Okay, nigga, that's what I
showed y'all how he lied that quick.
How the fuck you gonna tell me what I saw?
Now he gonna try to
I'm going down count. Who said it? I said one, maybe two.
Don't do this with me.
I seen one dogs in there
you
saying
don't want to do this
the
with
boy
me.
got hurt.
You don't want to do this
what with you? Boy, you know what I mean? Time
do
I
this
didn't
with me.
listen.
For real.
This nigga try to come back and think he exposing somebody.
Straight up. You don't want to do this with me.
You can't expose me in nothing.
Hey,
no
you don't want to do this
form
with
of
me.
faction. The night
you don't want to do this
his ass
with me.
got cracked.
I got time today.
Period.
I got to, when it comes to this,
Boy,
I got time today.
Boy, man, stop it, dude.
I got time today, Money.
I couldn't even talk about how I caught your ass in so much shit. So cut it out.
Hey, Money, I got time today. So
Negro trying to come on here talking about Money said this and try to pull some shit up like you go expose. Boy, that boy got his ass
but
cracked.
My whole thing is
you ain't stopping nothing.
Hey, my whole thing
when
is
you
that
finish,
Caleb Plant
put your
and Canelo Alvarez
on the line.
was never. Caleb Plant was never hurt like that. Hey, my man said Jadakiss versus Cameron Part 2.
And I'm Jadakiss.
Hey, you stupid as hell, bro. Hey, I'm definitely Jadakiss in this motherfucker right now.
Jadakiss whooping your
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I come with receipts. Hey,
you ain't coming without one receipt. You just showed the nigga get his ass cracked and hurt. Period.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I come with receipts. You can't deny what I come with. I got receipts. Y'all hit the like button, you know.
When you
finish, up here having fun. Y'all
got his ass cracked and hurt when you finish.
Hey, he didn't get cracked and hurt. You know, me and Money, we do this shit off. We do this shit offline. We do this shit all the time. You know, hey, but y'all hit the like button. Hey, this motherfucking Gino gonna come in here. Hey, Money, you see Gino in the super chat? Hey, that's my man. I tell you, that be hitting them big in Vegas. Money.
I'm looking now.
Yeah, that's the one I'll tell you that be in Vegas going hog shit.
I don't see no super chat.
No, not in the super chat, in the comments. Oh, he ain't in the comments because you on
Facebook. On Facebook.
You can't see the Facebook comments.
We only got YouTube's.
There he is right there. I think he meant canceling the fight.
What was the point of them canceling the fight?
Oh, you talking about the Canelo fight? You missed. We ain't finna go over that all again, dog. You missed out on. Man, we've been talking about that shit for like 2 days. We've been talking about that shit for like 2 days. Hey, man, I hope they make this. I hope they make this Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant, because we all gonna see some epic shows go down. If they make this fight. And he said, I just woke up. He said, you know me. He said he just woke up 5 minutes ago. Hey, he talking about the Pacquiao fight. They didn't cancel the Pacquiao fight. They just Errol Spence tore his retina, so Manny Pacquiao is gonna be fighting Yordenis Ugas. So the show gonna go on, but Errol Spence, he not gonna be in it. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, I hope they make this Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant fight. I don't give a damn where they fight at. Real talk. Do you care where they fight at?
Hell no. I don't care what fight, where they fight at, what platform. None of that shit.
I don't care.
Can't wait to see Canelo beat the fuck out of his
ass. He see, you disrespecting Plant. Real talk. And you do, man, the dude you had on your show last night, the Hispanic dude you had on your show last night, right? Shout out to him. What was his name?
Shit, I don't remember.
Okay, well, he was disrespecting Plant, right? And this is what I gotta, because I watched the whole show, right? I'm watching the whole show, and he talking about Plant like he just some trash. And I ain't talking about you, right? I'm talking about the dude you had on your panel with Batman last night. Dude was talking about Plant like he was just garbage, right? So this is what I gotta say. For everybody that's trying to act like Plant is just gonna go in there and get washed by Canelo, right? But then you want to give Canelo all of his credit in saying that he fighting the best of the best. Well, this is the same thing with Deontay Wilder, right? When everybody was saying Wilder was trash and garbage and he ain't shit, but the same people that were saying that when Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder, now Tyson Fury is the best fucking fighter in the world by far. He the best heavyweight in the world. And I'm like, Make up your mind. How is he the best heavyweight in the world if Deontay Wilder was trash in the first place? So it's the same thing with Caleb Plant. So dudes like the dude that you had on your panel last night, he's talking about Caleb Plant is some trash and this, and that. Well, then how you gonna give Canelo Alvarez credit like he fighting good fighters if Caleb Plant is just some fucking trash? So if Canelo Alvarez does beat Caleb Plant, so for everybody that's saying Caleb Plant ain't shit, well, who Canelo fought anyway? He ain't fought nobody in the first place since y'all want to run with that fucking narrative, right? I don't understand how you could call the fighter trash and he ain't really shit and talk about how he ain't done nothing, this and that, but then jump up and down for joy when your fighter beat that fighter when you said he wasn't shit anyway. So you're disrespecting Caleb Plant, right? Acting like he ain't shit. And you also taking away credit from Canelo Alvarez if the fight do happen and he does beat Caleb Plant. So you fucking sound ignorant. Like when people say shit like that, it just sounds ignorant. It makes no sense at all. You got to make up your mind. So, you know, that's what I had to say about that situation. I'm giving Plant his full credit because I think y'all money, you talking about, oh, he ain't gonna do shit and he ain't this and a lot of people saying that. I'm giving Plant his full credit, right? Because I think Caleb Plant is a fucking hell of a fighter. I think Caleb Plant is at the very top of the 168-pound weight division. I think he's a lot better than Billy Joe. I think he a lot better than what's the dude, Colin Smith, and all these other fighters that Canelo been fighting recently. So when Canelo, if he does beat Caleb Plant, I'm gonna give Canelo all the praise in the world. To me, he's gonna be, you know, he's gonna distance himself on the pound for pound list if he could beat Caleb Plant. So I'm gonna give him all the credit in the world. And he's gonna be miles ahead of everybody on that pound for pound list to me if he beats Caleb Plant, because I feel that Caleb Plant is being highly, highly underestimated. So yeah, I'm gonna give him his full credit. Sheena say, my mind is made up, I got Plant. And I'm gonna be honest about the situation, Money, right? When I did go back and watch that Jose Ugas fight, right? I saw some holes in Caleb Plant game, even though that fight was in 2017. So that fight was 4 years ago, right? That fight was a while back. Wasn't that 4 years ago, Money?
I don't know where you fought him in. I gotta go see.
Huh?
I gotta go see where you. I don't remember where you fought him in.
I think they fought in 2017. I think it was in 2017 because I remember I was one of the only ones that bet on Caleb Plant to win that fight because Caleb Plant was a big underdog in that fight. And I remember I bet that Caleb Plant was going to win that fight. I believe it was, I'm going to look it up for y'all, right? I'm going to look it up for y'all, and then I'm going to get to the point that I'm making right now. Nah, actually, goddamn, I'm far off. That fight was in 2019. Why I thought that fight was in 2017? That's crazy. Nah, that fight was in 2019, man. I'm way off. I don't know where my mind went with that one. But anyway, that fight was in 2019, right? So a couple years ago. I'm thinking that Caleb Plant, he did get better since then, right? Because I did see some holes in his game, things that he was able to get away with fighting Jose Ugas that he won't be able to get away with fighting Canelo Alvarez. You feel what I'm saying? When I just be honest about the situation. A lot of the times when he goes into that Philly shell defense, he don't have his head tucked in far enough, right? He'll roll and then he'll leave his shoulder down. A lot of the things that Adrian Brunner used to do when he tried to do the shoulder roll, right? But see, the difference between Caleb Plant and Adrian Brunner is Caleb Plant lets his hands go. So when he roll, he coming back with something. So every time you see Caleb Plant roll, he rolling and he coming back with something right away. Adrian Brunner wasn't doing that. He was rolling and then he was, keeping his hands in his pockets. Now, that could be bad for Caleb Plant because if he rolls and he leaves his other hand down, right? You don't want to get caught with them type of shots with Canelo Alvarez because he punches hard and he has very fast hands when he counter punches. Jose Uzcategui, he was able to get away with it because Jose Uzcategui don't have fast hands like that. So he was able to roll, he was able to get off and get out the way. Throughout the first 8 rounds with Jose Uzcategui. With Canelo Alvarez, you're gonna have to patch that up. That's mistakes that you're not gonna be able to make. So you're gonna have to, he's going to have got better than we saw him against Jose Uzcategui to beat Canelo Alvarez. Because Canelo got fast hands and Canelo is a superb counterpuncher. So when he rolled, he got to roll and he got to get that other hand up to be able to block those counter shots, and he got to be able to use angles and pivot to the side and pivot back when he fights Canelo Alvarez. So it's gonna have to be a real technical fight. It's things that I did see holes in his game that he needs to patch up, and he's not gonna be able to get away with. So I don't have no problem with saying Canelo beats Caleb Plant. But what I have a problem with is when you try to act like Canelo's just gonna fucking dog walk Caleb Plant and the fight ain't gonna be close at all. Like Canelo just gonna walk through him like he fucking Abner Yildirim or something like that. No, it ain't gonna happen like that.
So that's how you look at it. When you finish, all that shit sound good. Canelo will beat the shit out of Caleb Plant, bro. Period.
Yeah, all that shit you saying sound good.
Like I say, if you feel that good about Caleb, this, that, and all that, put your money on Caleb. I got Canelo. I got Canelo beating the shit out of Caleb.
Hold on. I just broke down realistically how I felt about the fight. This nigga come back on, if you feel that good about Caleb Plant, put your money where your mouth is. I told this fucking nigga a million times. I'm not betting on the fight because I see going 50-50. I see the fight could go either way.
So how you gonna get mad about how I feel
about or you hard of hearing?
How you gonna get mad about how I feel about the fight, bro?
Now you sound like one of these trolls that's in the chat. Look, is you deaf or you hard of hearing? How many times I gotta tell you?
Talk to this nigga, you gotta raise his voice and get the
fight like that because I see it going either way. It's a 50-50 fight, but I'm riding with Caleb Plant. I don't understand what you don't understand.
All right, then. Quit talking all that shit, Dan.
I don't understand what you don't understand about that.
Okay.
So my question to you is, you the major point. You hard of hearing.
You the major point. I don't got no faith in Caleb Plant for real. I'm just talking.
No, that's not what I said.
So
I said it's a 50-50 fight, and I don't bet on 50-50 fights.
At the end of the day,
I understand what you don't understand.
I don't have no faith in Caleb Plant. I'm just talking shit because it sounds good. Okay, I got you, bro. But my thing is, Canelo gonna beat the shit out of Caleb Plant, right? I don't care. I want to watch the fight. I'm gonna be realistic. I think this. I think that. Well, I think that Canelo is gonna beat the shit out of Caleb Plant.
The fight is gonna end in a knockout,
right? I think Canelo.
All you gotta do.
I think Canelo is gonna beat his ass. Period.
All you have to do, right? If you think the fight is gonna end in a knockout, all you have to do is bet me that Canelo Alvarez will stop him, like you've been saying. And I'm saying that he will stop.
Some fighters know how to fight to survive. They want to move all around. So no.
J.A. Dixon says
no.
J.A. Dixon says, does that mean there is no real breakdown? Well, that means that we're gonna have to wait for the fight to happen. That means that I see different holes in Caleb Plant game that he needs to, he needs to patch up.
That means he don't believe in Caleb Plant.
To be able to beat Canelo Alvarez, and I see things in Canelo Alvarez that he's going to have to patch up to be able to beat Caleb Plant. Straight up and down.
Well,
we've seen Canelo Alvarez get outboxed by guys like Amir Khan. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people say that Canelo Alvarez was getting outboxed by Billy Joe Saunders. I don't think that, but a lot of people say that he was getting outboxed by Billy Joe Saunders. I'm not saying that, but people say that, right? We seen Canelo Alvarez go in the ring against Daniel Jacobs, and neither one of them looked like shit. You know what I'm saying? He beat Daniel Jacobs, but he ain't do nothing special to Daniel Jacobs. Let's keep it 100. That shit was pretty much a tit for tat fight. You know, Canelo Alvarez was just doing a little bit more to edge out rounds against Daniel Jacobs. It ain't like he went in there and destroyed Daniel Jacobs. So when he's going in there and he's destroying guys like Abner Yildirim, which is a fucking bum, he's destroying guys like fucking Callum Smith, which Callum Smith ain't never fought nobody. Callum Smith had fucking lost his last fight when he fought motherfucking what's the dude, Dennis Hogan or whatever his fucking name was. Callum Smith lost that fight against Dennis Hogan. So when Canelo Alvarez goes and, you know, dominates Callum Smith, what does that fucking really mean? He ain't knock out Callum Smith. He lasted all the rounds, right? Then when he goes and beat Billy Joe Saunders or John Ryder, yeah, my bad, L-Dub, John Ryder, right? And then when he goes and fight Billy Joe Saunders, like my man Batman said last night, honestly, when have y'all seen Billy Joe Saunders look good in the ring ever since he got caught on PEDs? And I'm not just saying this now. And Money Brown, no, I'm not just saying this right now. I said it when they was talking about Canelo Alvarez fight Billy Joe Saunders. I was the first one to come out and say, I don't like that fight because Billy Joe Saunders ain't shit to me. I said that Billy Joe Saunders ain't did shit in the ring since he got caught on PEDs when he was supposed to fight Demetrius Andrade. I said he looked like some shit ever since then. So I didn't like the fight, but I understood it because Billy Joe Saunders had a belt. So if he got a belt, well, you got to get it. You got to get this smoke. So who had Billy Joe Saunders fought and looked good against? Nobody. Nobody. So with that being said, let's not act like Canelo don't have flaws. Let's not act like Canelo has just been fucking fighting killer after killer after killer and looking. You got to look at the opponents that he's been fighting. Them dudes he's been fighting, to me, they're not better than fucking Caleb Plant. They're not no better than Caleb Plant. So this fight ain't no fucking 80-20 fight like y'all trying to make it sound. You know, and I mean, if Canelo win the fight, that shit don't shock me if he's able to beat Caleb Plant, right? But what will shock me if he stops Caleb Plant. And it don't shock me if Caleb Plant is able to beat Canelo Alvarez.
Y'all got y'all way of looking at this.
Caleb Plant can stop Canelo. No, I don't think
y'all got y'all way of looking at the fight. Other people got their ways of looking at the fight. Y'all sit there and say, "Oh, what Billy Joe Saunders do? He ain't beat shit. He ain't did this." Then y'all come talk about Caleb Plant because it be Ugas talking. One guy. We can look at Billy Joe. We can say Billy Joe. We can say Billy Joe beat motherfucking Chris Eubanks. Billy Joe beat motherfucking David Lemieux. Same hard punching motherfucker, just like Uzataki. Hard punches. But y'all sit up there and make motherfucker Uzataki. Oh my God, he was a giant killer, big bad motherfucker that Caleb Plant beat. He got one name on his goddamn resume, and I'm gonna give him that because he was a champion. But Uzataki ain't no better than fucking Chris Eubanks and motherfucking the boy from Canada, David Lemieux to me. They big ass punches that's come forward try to knock you the fuck out. So I'm not looking at Caleb Plant as this motherfucking big ass Floyd Mayweather, Laura type of boxing as. No, I like Caleb Plant. He got a skill set on him. I don't think his skill set can fuck with Canelo, period, at the end of the day. And I don't think he go come close to beat no Canelo. I see it as a 70-30 fight. I see Canelo digging in this motherfucking body. I see Canelo sitting him down, and I see Canelo knocking him out. That's my take of the fight. So when y'all sit up here, y'all trying to say, oh, what has he done? What has he done? What has he done? Y'all ain't finna say Caleb Plant done so much more than no fucking Billy Joe Saunders and no Callum Smith at the end of the day. Callum Smith put his shit out there. He went out there and beat George Grove. He did what he had to do to become the world champion. He was undefeated. the best brothers out of all the Smith brothers. Canelo went in there, walked his ass down, beat
Did
his ass.
George Grove ever fight after
went
that?
out there. Canelo went out there against Billy Joe Saunders, right? Who was a 2-division world champion. Got himself in the best of shape for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo went out there and broke his motherfucking ass socket.
Did George Grove ever fight after that?
Then when we say, oh well, Caleb Plant, he looking like shit in the last fight. Well, you know, when you fight certain opponents, you don't get up for them. Well, how come?
I'm asking you a question.
Wait a minute.
Did George Grove ever fight after that? Was George Grove not at the end of his career?
When Caleb Plant fighting certain fighters,
George Grove was at the end of his career. Never fought after that.
Certain fighters. You
So
fight
stop
to the
trying to
level
twist
of your
off on
opponent.
this shit.
So then when it comes to Billy Joe fighting the level opponent, it don't attest for Billy Joe fighting the Lord Cap. Man, at the end of the day, bro, this is about Caleb Plant, Canelo Alvarez. I don't think Caleb Plant got shit coming with Canelo. I think Canelo beat the shit out of Caleb Plant. That's the way I see it, period. If you can go down your little memory lane and say, well, I think Caleb did this, Caleb did that, and I think it's going to be a tough fight, this, that. Okay, well, that's the way you see it. But don't get pissed off at me because I got Canelo beating the shit out the man. I think it's a 7:30 fight. They make it happen, we will find out. And I'm standing on my ground. Canelo going to beat the shit out the man. I don't think it's shit that Caleb Plant can do. I don't think Caleb Plant is so much more over Billy Joe and over Callum Smith. Let me ask L-Dub. L-Dub, to you. Is Caleb Plant heads and heels over Billy Joe and Callum Smith to you? Because I don't think he's heads and heels over Billy Joe and Callum Smith to me. You feel me? I see a boxer, a good slick boxer that can move on his feet, got sneaky pop. I don't see him got shit to disturb Canelo Alvarez at all, bro. At all. So we'll see. And I damn sure don't see no Floyd Mayweather techniques. So we will find out. But Caleb Plant is Caleb Plant. And I just pray they get this shit done for November. And if they can make it to November without shit happening, if they do get it done.
Yeah, I mean that's the way you see the fight. I see it different, and you know, that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, the fact is, you trying to act like, oh, he beat George.
I'm not trying to act like shit. This is what I feel.
George Grove was at the fucking end of his career.
You can't get pissed off at how I feel
about fight of his career, bro.
You can't get pissed off. You can't get pissed off at how I feel how the fight go. You feel how the fight. Okay, that's how I ain't say. Well,
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about when you trying to bring up George Grove. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how you trying to bring up that Callum Smith beat George Grove. Man, George Grove was at the end of his career.
You say what you want to say. Everybody got one fucking name. Caleb Plant ain't did too much more when he won the title because after he won the title, he ain't did shit spectacular. So he ain't fit to go heads and heels over no goddamn body. Y'all can look at him like that. He can be this old slick ass masterful boxer guru to y'all, not to Monty Brown, bro. And in November, if they make this shit happen, Canelo go exploit it. That's how I see it.
Well, I'm trying to tell you that, okay, I understand what you're saying, right? I don't have a problem.
Evidently you don't, because you keep saying
you trying to make it sound like I didn't say nothing. Let me finish what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to tell you I don't have no problem with what you're saying. But the thing is I have a problem with you saying that Caleb Plant ain't did nothing spectacular lately. Canelo Alvarez ain't doing nothing spectacular lately neither. Because I'm trying to tell you that the dudes that he's beating ain't nothing spectacular about that shit. It's nothing spectacular about beating Abner Yildirim, right? Or whatever the fuck his name is, right? It ain't nothing spectacular about beating Callum Smith. If you the caliber of fighter that Canelo Alvarez is, that ain't spectacular. It is nothing spectacular about beating Billy Joe Saunders that haven't looked like shit in years and years anyway, since he got caught on PEDs. So it wasn't nothing spectacular about the shit that he doing. And I'm not saying that it's nothing spectacular about what Caleb Plant is doing. Ain't there one of them motherfuckers doing nothing spectacular at the moment. They haven't been doing nothing spectacular. I'm not putting
Caleb Plant heads and heels over Billy Joe and Callum Smith. So when I look at the situation, I see the same treatment. That's just me. I see the same treatment. Maybe worse.
Yeah, so that's how I see the being honest, straight up and down, you know what I'm saying, showing no favoritism. And I'm a fan of both fighters, because if it was Canelo going against somebody else, I'd probably be going for Canelo, you know, but I ride for Caleb Plant because I've been fucking with Caleb Plant for a long time, right? Cesar, I don't give a fuck what you talking about right now. Straight up talking about, oh, I'm spitting haterism. What the fuck did I say that had anything to do with hate? I'm telling the truth. If you own the level of Canelo Alvarez, it ain't nothing spectacular about the opponents that you've been fucking beating. Just like it's nothing spectacular about the opponents that fucking Caleb Plant has been beating. Who has the better resume? Of course, Canelo Alvarez has fought the better fighters. Even recently, Canelo Alvarez have been fighting the better fighters. But still ain't nothing spectacular about the fighters that he been beating. Just like when we talk about Terrence Crawford, right? Yeah, he been beating his opponents. But the opponents that he's been beating, ain't nothing spectacular about it. Now, he is beating them in spectacular fashion, but it ain't. I mean, when you on that caliber, you supposed to go in there and beat them dudes easily. Now, when you talking about when you talking about if Canelo fighting guys like David Benavidez, which I think he'll beat David Benavidez, because the style matchup, right? If you're talking about guys like Jamal Charlo, which I think he'll beat Jamal Charlo because of the style matchup that it brings, right? If you're talking about Caleb Plant, I think now you go and you beat those guys, or you move up and you beat Bivol or Bitterbeef. And most of these dudes I'm talking about, I got Canelo Alvarez beating him because he's a great fighter, right? But if you do something like that, now I think, okay, now I'm going and I'm saying, look, you're doing some spectacular shit. You ain't even got to beat all of them. You beat one of them. To me, now you're doing spectacular shit. But after Yildirim and fucking Callum Smith and goddamn Billy Joe, that's not spectacular to me. He's going in there and he's doing what he's supposed to be doing against the level of competition that he's in the ring with. That's just what it is. Ain't nothing spectacular about the shit. Do I still think that he's pound for pound number one? Yeah, I do. Because when I look at the skill set that he has, and I compare him to the other top guys, even from 168 to 175, from 168 to 175, even at 160, I think that his skills are at the very top of the list. And I pick him over most of them I pick him over, I'm sorry, my bad. I pick him to beat most of those fighters, if not all of them. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how I feel about the situation, but he ain't been doing nothing spectacular. Let me read some of these comments. You saying Canelo ain't beating David? What am I smoking? So I'm smoking something because I say that Canelo Alvarez can beat David Benavidez. A lot of you motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. You think that Canelo Alvarez can go? I mean, you think that David Benavidez can go in there and take all of them shots that he does when he fights in all of his fights? You think he can just straight walk through and just throw a whole bunch of punches and take a whole bunch of shots and beat Canelo Alvarez? You think he could take them big ass shots he be taking when he get in the ring with Canelo? I don't think so. Now, it's a good fight, but I don't see him beating Canelo. He's not seasoned enough yet. Then people gonna say, oh well, how you saying Canelo? I mean, Caleb Plant got a 50-50 chance. Caleb Plant and David Benavidez are two stylistically different style fighters. Two totally different style fights. So different styles make different fights. But if you don't understand that, you don't really understand boxing. And yeah, that's just what it is. I don't know. Yeah. And see, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna give y'all an example of a clown ass dude that been saying shit in the comments all day, right? And I'm gonna make an example out of you right now, right? Because you've been saying stupid shit in the comments all day, right? But you don't speak with no type of logic at all, right? I'm gonna post it since you want some attention. Jay Triller says, why didn't Soft Hands Plant fight Smith, Billy, or Yildirim then if they so easy and they had belts? Now, first of all, when was it possible for Caleb Plant to make a fight with Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, or Yildirim? When was it possible? First of all, Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders, they both fight on the DAZN network. Right now, we can see they could barely get a fight done with Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant on the DAZN and PBC networks. So who the fuck was going to pay to have Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders fight? Right? How is that going to work out? Who's going to pay to see Callum Smith and Caleb Plant? What network was they going to have that fight on? And why would fucking Caleb Plant want to fight Yildirim? For what? Yildirim got moved in that position, and Canelo Alvarez partitioned to fight Yildirim. It wasn't even possible for Caleb Plant to get in that position. Caleb Plant wasn't ranked in the WBC, you clown ass fool. So what are you talking about when you say, why didn't he fight Yildirim? That's what I'm saying. If you want to put comments in the comment section, make sure before you do that, you speak with some type of logic and you make some type of sense. Because when you just type and don't make sense, I'm going to give you the attention that you want. See, the difference between me and y'all is I speak with logic. I don't just come on here just saying stupid shit just to say it. Leon Robinson said, who say they dumb shit? Dude, Jay Triller. I mean, we understand you love Canelo. Shit, I like Canelo too. He a hell of a fighter. He's my #1 pound for pound, but you ain't got to just say ignorant shit, because if you're going to say something, make sure you just keep it logic. You know, talk with sense. Dr. Hook says, I don't see Canelo losing anytime soon. He has too many advantages, some fair and some unfair. You could be right, bruh. You could be right. I think if Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant fight and he gets past Caleb Plant, I don't see him losing no time soon either. Actually, even if he fight one of these other big known fighters and he get past them, probably ain't gonna lose no time soon, you know. But go ahead, Money. Money. He in the background. Yeah. But anyway, you know, good debate though. It's a great debate because, you know, I hope they get the fight done. I hope they get the fight done. You know, we with this Errol Spence news and all this bad news we getting, they need to get this fight done. We don't need another fight falling out and not happening. You know, it's already pushed back into November. No telling what happens between now and November. This shit really, you know, it's really sucked. But we've been cooking for over 2 hours. You know, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. You know, I'm gonna get up out of here. We've been cooking for a long time now. It's just, I ain't gonna lie, I'm fucked up about the situation with Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. I was really looking forward to that fight. I was, you know, just for as a boxing fan, not even because, you know, of course, you know, I'm mad that I'm not gonna be able to go to the fight because I'm not going to see Pacquiao and Ugas now, so I'm not gonna go to that fight. I'm a refund. Get all my refunds back, and I'm gonna watch that fight on TV. So I'm fucked up about that situation. But you know, anyway, the show must go on at the end of the day. Money, what's your last words? Okay, Money here in the background. But anyway, Jay Triller says, laugh out loud. I wasn't trying to be logical, bro. I was saying that they were so easy and trash. Why didn't Plant make the fight? And Ben Sam Smith name before Canelo ripped his muscle off his arms. I just told you that, bro. I just explained that. So was you trying to be logical or was you not? I don't understand. But anyway, Leon Robinson says, I got my refund too, working on it. Yeah, man, we ain't going to see that shit, bro. But anyway, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. We got a whole lot to talk about, whole lot of messed up things going on in boxing. Make sure that if you ain't hit the like button, you know what I'm saying, make sure that y'all hit the like button, smash the like button. Money Brown, he gonna be on tonight, and I'm sure he gonna be talking about, you know, Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao and that whole situation. Make sure that y'all go check him out at 7 p.m. Central Time, at 7 p.m. Central Time, or is it 6 p.m.? Yeah, 7 p.m. Central Time. Make sure that y'all go check him out. No, matter of fact, it's 8 p.m. Central Time. Money Brown gonna be on at 8 p.m. Central Time tonight. Make sure that y'all go show some love and watch his show. And make sure that y'all hit the like button. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.